and gentlemen, the American Jury and Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Eric Deters Show. As always, we're sponsored by Deters Consulting, Parks Yoga, and check us out on all of our platforms. Well, our lead story is the Kentucky governor's race. I'd like to congratulate again Daniel Cameron, who won. He pulled off, what would I call it, the daily double. He got the Trump endorsement, and he got McConnell support, and thus the outcome that happened. Ryan Quarles finished second, way behind. Kelly Craft finished third, even further behind after 10, 11 million bucks. And yours truly, first statewide race, finished fourth. Proud of finishing fourth. That's what the polls said. The polls were right. I finished fourth, way ahead of the rest. But the bottom line was Daniel Cameron is an uphill battle to beat Andy Beshear, obviously, and we'll see what happens. So there you have it. All right, Trump versus Durham. You know, Trump is railing on Durham with good reason, and it's truly amazing to me how Trump was obliterated by these people. Now we know it's all a lie. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. The media ought to be destroying Hillary, Schiff, all of them. That's the lies. Trump's vindicated, but it doesn't help him now, does it? Doesn't help him win 2020, does it? Nope. It's amazing. Well, of course he won, really, anyway. Then Trump DeSantis, his lead is widening. It's like 40-plus points and rising. By the way, in Kentucky, Trump's 70-30, thus the outcome of the governor's race. Dianne Feinstein, 89 years old, in a wheelchair, mentally deficient, and she just won't give up her seat. This is unbelievable. This is why those people that think Mitch McConnell's going to retire, I say no way. Mitch will be in a wheelchair too. They're not going to give up their power. They can't walk away from it. And in New York City, they have migrants living in high school gyms, and Adams says, deal with it. The world has gone to hell in a handbasket. Coming up next, Bulldogtv local news with yours truly. Ladies and gentlemen, American Jury and Bulldog Nation, welcome to Bulldogtv local news, sponsored by Deters Consulting, Parks Yoga, and check us out on all of our platforms. Lead story, the Kentucky governor's race. We're going to cover in a little more detail here. Results for governor, Cameron 144,000, Quarles 65. I mean, just think, Ryan Quarles, sitting agriculture commissioner, lost by that much to Daniel Cameron. Tells you about the Trump-McConnell thing going on. Kraft 52,000, Dieter 17,000, Harmon 8, Keck 7. Democrat Andy Beshear, 177,000. Jeff Young, the peace candidate, he said, at Kentucky State University. It's going to be Democrat Kimberly Reeder versus Allison Ball. The treasurer is going to be Michael Bowman versus Mark Metcalf. The Liberty candidates, Nipper and Cooper Ryder, both lost. Secretary of State, Charles Wheatley versus Michael Adams. And Ag Commissioner Shell versus Sierra Enload. I predict all Republicans to win. Russell Coleman will be the Attorney General, and we'll see what happens between Cameron and Beshear. Northern Kentucky man in law and crime, Independence man Joshua Caldwell has pleaded guilty to multiple charges of child pornography. Prosecutors called his collection horrific and some of the worst material they've ever dealt with. Monday received a maximum 20-year prison sentence. Whack. Ugh. Claremont County Deputy Bobby Pham has traveled to Washington, D.C. to be awarded the Medal of Honor today. Pham saved a suicidal woman after she drove her car into a lake in November of 2021. He jumped in and saved the woman despite the fact he couldn't swim. Then how did he save her? Local news. U.S. News One Report have ranked 150 cities as best places to live. Indiana's highest city ranking, Fort Wayne, at 33. Kentucky's top was Lexington at 34. It's Independence. And Ohio's top rated was Cincinnati at 50. Coney Island is scheduled to open this season on May 27th. They've added pickleball, street curling, and disc golf. Kentucky State News. Kentucky is getting ready for its first sports book located in 2 racetracks. Imagine that. Keeneland and Red Mile in Lexington. Ohio State News. The National Museum of United States Air Force turns 100 years old this week. It's in Dayton. It's been there since 1923. It's focusing on their anniversary. And House Bill 103 has been introduced to create new standards for social studies in K-12 schools in Ohio. The new suggestions suggest new criteria focusing on America's liberty story. And in sports, the Reds beat Colorado 3-1. Brandon Williamson made his major league debut, striking out 6 and giving up just 1 run. You know, just think about how thrilling that is. Your first game as a major leaguer, got to be a thrill. And then to win, that's a memory. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Coming up next, this smiling guy, Jamie Spenley.
Hello, Bulldog Nation. The latest world news in 60 seconds. A bus in Melbourne, Australia, carrying students aged between 5 and 11 years old was hit by a truck, overturning the school bus. 18 of the children were rushed to the hospital for emergency surgery. The Austell fire yesterday, which killed 6 people in Wellington, New Zealand, the police suspect it was arson. The Prime Minister called it an absolute tragedy. At least 20 people are still missing. The world's most famous shipwreck has been revealed as never seen before. The new scan captures the wreck in its entirety. More than 1,500 people died on the Titanic when it was struck by an iceberg. And in sports, last night's Champions League semi-final second leg saw Inter Milan beat AC Milan 1-0 on the night and 3-0 in aggregate. Inter Milan will play the winners of Real Madrid or Manchester City, who play later this evening. Until tomorrow, have a fantastic day, and as always, thank you for watching Bulldog TV World News.